Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm back for day 2 in the forge with my good friend Scott from Metal Bros Customs, and we're going to be working on the Gomai Damascus hunting knife. Alright, now that we're done with the forging process, we're going to move over to the grinder. We're going to start shaping this thing up to the finished product.
Yeah, do a little swoopty here, a little straighten here, do a little wah wah wah, and then it's going to be f***ing awesome.
Let's get to it.
There's that for you to mark whatever you want to do.
Get a good close up. Let's do some drilling.
Torch?
No, that's not oil, is it? So we've come across a little problem while trying to drill out the holes for the pins in the handle. The metal on the handle is a little bit tougher than our drill bits are. So we're having to heat it up a little bit, see if we can't soften it up, get the drill bits through there.
Go for it.
Tell me
Go, 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 go.
That was a lot easier than drilling. Scott's marking the line so when we grind the bevels, we know exactly where we need to go.
The center stripe so we know where our edge is supposed to line up.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's our preliminary bevel. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Bring it in a little bit tighter on our edge, and then we'll do our secondary bevel, and that'll be your actual cutting edge.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to go full grind and snap because yes, you'll have a razor sharp edge, but it'll be so thin it's not going to be good for hunting applications.
No, sir.
About a dime. Yeah. Oh, look at that, baby.
All right, look at that acid edge. So we did get the bevel ground in, and we also got the false edge ground in, and then Scott threw it in the acid so we can check out what the pattern looks like in it.
And that pattern's going to be a beauty.
Nice. Like a camo pattern. That's what we like. That is cool, man. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Cannot wait to see the final product, man. Golly, I'm so excited about it.
All right, back in the fire.
Oh, here we go. Let's get one last look at it. Scott, what we got going on with the knife here?
All right, guys, so we are done beveling in our edges, got our false edge put in, and now after a little test edge, so you can see the beauty on that pattern, we're going to go back into the fire. We're going to do a couple normalization cycles, bring it up to critical and let it cool back down before we go into the heat treat.
All right, let's do it.
Cool shit happening.
Yeah, let's go. All right, fire's lit.
Before we heat treat, we're going to take this through a couple normalization cycles. Like I said, we're going to bring it up to critical, let it cool back down. And what that does is that's strengthening your steel. It's bringing those molecules up to a super fast motion and then letting them come back together stronger. You do that 2 or 3 times before you go into a heat treat, because that heat treat's going to shock those molecules into place to give you that hardened seal.
Wow.
Fuck
Crazy.
science.
It's crazy stuff, man.
I'm pretty impatient when it comes to this whole process, but with normalization, we're not bringing it up to critical and then waiting for it to come back down to room temperature. That's not necessary. So we're just gonna bring it up to critical, bring it back over here to the vise, and let it cool down back to a monotone color. We're worried more about colors than temperatures at this point, because once it's not red anymore, those molecules have essentially settled where they're gonna settle. You can go back in for another normalization cycle. Rev them back up, let them settle. One more cycle, rev them up, let them settle. And each time they just settle a little bit stronger. Anytime you're forging, you put stresses in your blade. This is reforming and taking those stresses away. Because we're not hitting it, we're not doing anything. Oh, it's still crackling. Stuff is fun. But this is real close to the final process, getting it into the quench and the temper.
Cracking and popping, didn't you?
Snap, crackle, pop.
Let's see if we can get that on video here.
Hard.
I don't know if you can see all the little particles flying off of it as it's cooling, but they're coming off. It's crazy. I never knew it did that.
As it cools, that metal's contracting back in, and that forge scale is literally just being shed. Back up to critical temperature that quick. Everything's staying nice and straight. That's always a good sign.
She's going back in the fire for the last cycle.
One more normalize, and then we go into the oil.
If we're looking at this sticker here that shows the different temperatures of your steel, this up here is your forge temperature, and this down here is going to be your quench temperature. You don't want it as hot as when you're forging. You want it just slightly darker than that, slightly colder. So we're going to be going for those temps. We've got the blade in the forge now, and it is heating up, getting to that temperature, and then we will quench, and that blade will be hardened. Here we go with the heat quench. Let's do it. See that bad girl. Right. I didn't hear no tinks, man.
No tanks, man.
Oh, skates right off, don't it?
Oh, that's a good skate.
Holy.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be a beauty.
Nice. Good job.
Good job, good job. Good game, good game.
We've got our heat treat done and our quench, and now we are going to temper it by putting it in this little oven at about 425, 450?
Between 4 and 425
Okay.
for about an hour.
So we're going to bake this knife for about an hour, and then we're going to let it cool for how long?
About an hour. Let it cool back down to room temperature.
Then you're going to do it again, right?
One more temper cycle. Let it cool back down, and then it'll be ready for final grind, cleanup, sharpening, handles, finish work.
Finished up with the polishing, and now we're going to acid etch the blade so we can see that nice Damascus pattern in the side of it. Here we go. Blade is going in the acid etch. We are going to set a timer, and we are going to leave that sitting for just a little bit. How long are we going to leave that knife in the acid?
We're going to leave that in for about 15 minutes. We'll pull it out, we'll polish it up with 3000 grit, hit it on the buffer again, clean it with the brake cleaner, and then go back in. We're gonna do about 3 rounds of 10 to 15 minutes in the etch to really bring out that pattern.
Awesome. All right, well, we've been in for the 15 minutes. Oh man, look at that spine right there. Here's a look at the acid etch and the pattern of Damascus we got going on, and I am just in love with that. That is awesome, man. That is so beautiful. See that other side again. Golly, that is so cool looking. Back in the etch we go for another 15 minutes. We are coming out of the acid etch for the second time. Here's a look at it after the second acid etch. We'll go back in for one more treatment in the acid, and we'll be done with that. It's looking great, man. I love the pattern in that. Almost looks like a camo. Here we go with the last dip. Right, here we go. Here's a look at the third and final acid etch there. It's a beautiful pattern, beautiful shape.
Next steps is going to be the handle up. We're going to use a little bit of painter's tape to protect the blade finish while we work on this. We're going to take our handle material from Voodoo Resins. Thanks again, Matt. We're going to take some liner material. We got some green and white. And then we got our pins. We've got a, I believe that's a Wingay round. And then we have an acrylic red. And then we have a G10 green. Some variety. So we're going to put all this together into a salad, and it's going to come out a knife.
Getting the handle scales and liners all lined up.
Okay, so now we've got one side stacked, and we're going to drill the pinholes through our handle material. Let's get to drilling. That up to 120.
Scott's drilling some small dimples on the inside of the handle scales, so when we glue it up, that glue has a couple little extra spots to run into, and that's going to help keep that thing secure.
Keep that thing on it.
He's also drilled some relief holes into the liners. Here's the pins, all cut to size and ready to go. Gonna be gluing soon. We've got everything set and ready to go for gluing. Here's all the components. It's gonna be awesome, man. I cannot wait. You doing equal parts there?
Yep, 1 to 1. That's why you'll see me kind of jump puddles.
And what is that you're adding?
So these are just resin pigments.
Okay, like a dye?
Yeah, pretty much. This is just, like I said, this is going to get rid of that yellowish color, because even if you don't, like, you're going to have a little bit of push out, you're going to have a spot or two that may show it, and we would prefer not to see it. So a little bit of black, a little bit of fluorescent red, I think is going to kind of mimic what we've got going on there
Right.
within the handle scales. So if there's any push out that you're going to see in the finished product, you're not going to see it. It's going to blend with your handles.
See, that's that extra step Scott takes to make sure that you get one of the best knives you can get on the market.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go one layer at a time. We're going to start with the outside handle here. We're going to glue up, we're going to lay, put a pin in, lay our liners, put it together with the knife, and then do the same thing with the other side. When you're doing this glue up, you want to make sure that you've got, you don't need puddles, but you want to make sure that every bit of that surface has glue contact. So now that we got good coverage there, red up top, correct?
Red in the front.
Start running our layers in. And green in the back.
Green in the back.
And on to our white. There's no point in it. Alright, now we're going to add the blade. I love it when the pins just slide like that. That's always a good sign. Everything's lining up like we want it. Now we just can continue down with our layers. And we got pins, baby. Now once you have everything pinned in, we do a little preliminary cleanup. Get some of that excess glue out of your crevices. Then we're going to come in with our clamps that we've got taped. Uno mas clampo.
Here's a look at the handle. This thing is gonna be freaking awesome when it is done. Golly, this thing is beautiful. That is going to be an awesome knife. We're pretty much done for the day. We've got to let that glue dry for 24 hours. So
Hurry up and wait.
yeah, hurry up and wait. We'll be back in the shop for day 3. We'll finish it up and the knife will be done. I know you can't wait, and I can't wait either.
Peace.
See ya.